Hey you guys, today is Saturday, August 30th? No, 31st? Yeah, 31st. So I feel like poop right now, and I'm gonna explain why. First of all, I just wanted to show you that I got an awesome phone case. My phone is not in it because I'm talking to it, but I just love this phone case. I was actually gonna get a tattoo recently that I didn't get of a dream catcher. It was gonna be not quite like this, but sort of similar. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So the last video I made, I told you that I made it through the wisdom teeth thing pretty much unscathed. Well, that was wrong. I reported way too soon on that. And so I got dry socket on one side. Basically, that's how that happened. It was a really dumb explanation for it, so I'm not going to give it. And then I got an infection over the weekend. And then on Monday, well, okay, so it's not like a total dry socket on this side. It was like the clot kind of broke apart into two pieces, like a bigger piece and a smaller piece. And then the bigger piece went away, so there's like a little piece hanging on. But it was not bleeding, and it was also really swollen. I don't know, I don't really understand this whole dentist stuff, so. Anyway, he flushed it out, which didn't feel great, with salt water. It didn't sting like the salt, but I mean, he like stuck a syringe in there and that didn't feel great, so. And then he didn't pack it because it was really swollen, like the hole where my tooth was like this, and then with the swelling it was like that. So if he put anything in it, then when his swelling went down, it just would have floated right out. And he never did pack it anyway, because it's actually healing. Like, the clot came out late enough that it was actually healing, I think. I don't know if that makes any sense. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then, but he didn't give me any pain meds or any antibiotics on Monday because he cleaned it, and it wasn't like a terrible infection. It was actually swollen also because of having been poked by Rice Krispies. The damn things. But they're the only cereal that gets soggy enough for me to eat without chewing, but I guess one got in there and was like, and then my gums were like, oh, better puff up. So they did that. There's also a little bit of infection, but he cleaned it out and he didn't think it would need anything. But I suck, apparently. And, like, I don't know. So on Wednesday, I was still feeling, so, like, I'm the person that does, like, 3 Zumba classes a day, and I hardly ever sit still. And I couldn't get off the couch. I think it was on Tuesday. I was, like, asleep in the day. I never do that. I can't remember when I made that video for you guys either. I can't remember what day that was, but anyway, whatever day it was. It was like that night or the next day that I started feeling worse, like worse and worse and worse. And on Wednesday I went to my naturopath, and she was like, well, do you have a fever? And I said, I don't think so, but I don't have a thermometer that works. Mine ran out of batteries. And she was like feeling my lymph nodes and stuff. And she was like, wait 1 second. And she like went away and came back with a thermometer, and it was like one of those ones where it takes several minutes. It wasn't like one of the quick ones like they put in your ear, or like I have one that goes in my mouth that's like an 8-second one. But this one took forever. And anyway, I had a fever. It's like 100.1 or something, which for those of you that are Celsius, it's like 37.8 or something like that. Or 0.6. I don't remember. 37 and change. Okay? So it was pretty high for me because I normally run like 97-ish. Whereas typical for people is like 98.6. I'm like 97.4. So anything over 99 and I'm like, I'm dying. So I felt really weird on Wednesday when I went to the doctor. She's like, you have a temperature. I was like, oh. That explains it. But it was weird because typically when I get fevers, I get like fever and chills. So I'm like, like back and forth and back and forth, and like I ache everywhere. And I did ache actually on Monday I woke up and everything hurt. On Monday morning, Tuesday morning, or no, that's wrong, sorry, Tuesday morning I woke up and everything hurt. But it wasn't aching in my bones like I typically do when I get a fever, so I was really surprised. I was just like straight burning up. I was hot, like sweating. So I called the dentist and he was like, yeah, come in. So I went in and he's like, well, you have an infection, but I don't need to like pack your tooth holes or whatever, sockets, I guess. This one's still okay. So he cleaned them out and they gave me an antibiotic. And I'm finally starting to feel better. He also gave me pain meds. That was fun. It took the edge off the pain a good amount, but it also made me kind of sick. So, and very, very loopy. I was like, woo! I was having fun. But, so I'm finally starting to feel better. I taught Zumba last night, and I didn't even make it, like, halfway through before I was, like, taking Tylenol and stuff. But I won't take the pain, I still have pain meds, but I'm not going to take them if I have to teach, because I'd forget everything. And that might be humorous for some people, but it would be very hard to teach Zumba that way, I think, so I'm not going to do that. And so still taking the antibiotic. It's amoxicillin, which is fine. It makes me a little nauseous, but not too bad. And, but I taught the whole class last night, the whole hour. I jumped and stuff. My dentist was like, well, we'd prefer it if you could rest, but if you have to teach, then, you know, as long as you just teach the minimal amount that you have to and everything, as long as I don't have a fever, which I didn't. I did have one Thursday night. I had another fever Thursday night. I got a thermometer. And I haven't had one since that I'm aware of. But I still don't feel quite normal. Like, I'm not sleeping during the day anymore, but I don't know, I don't have quite as much energy as I typically do. And even before that, when like my labs were looking really bad and stuff, I had more energy than I do now. Or, well, I feel like energy-wise I'm getting back to what I was like before I got my teeth out, but certainly not to what I was like a month or two ago. But, I mean, I didn't exactly go into this wisdom tooth surgery in the best of shape, so if I can break even, that'd be good, like with how I felt before. And I'm starting to get there, but my face hurts, like my jaw hurts, especially the side if I open my jaw. But I've been like spraying it with the syringe and the salt water, and I've been keeping it clean and trying not to chew pointy stuff, which isn't really too hard. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna be okay. I was kind of questioning there for a while. I was like, oh. Especially Wednesday. I would say Tuesday and Wednesday were the worst days. So that's that. I got blood drawn again, and I got a bruise, look. I don't know if you can see it. It's not a bad one, but like typically I don't even get that. There's just like a little dot, but that's like, I mean, that's not a bad bruise. Don't get me wrong. I've had one that's like, you know, this big, but it's more bruised than I'm used to. However, it was the fastest, quickest, most painless blood draw ever in my life. I was like, okay, you can draw my blood every time. She was really great. She was like, all right, you're done. Like 4 vials of blood in like, I was in and out in under 4 minutes. It was awesome. So, that was cool. And I'm expecting an email from my doctor, my naturopathic doctor. I still haven't called my other doctor back yet. And I know you guys are going to be like at me, but I promise I will. Things just got really crazy this last week with me being sick. Like, I know I probably should have called the doctor, but I don't know. I got an antibiotic, so I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. But anyway, I should get an email from my naturopath on Monday or Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday or Wednesday, because Monday's Labor Day, about the blood results, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. So I will talk to you later. Okay. I love you all. Goodbye.